Welcome back, everyone. As I said before, we are now going to watch the rest of this video. Let's see how it ends.
He was even assigned to train Natalia Romanova, the Black Widow, as a part of the Russians' Red Room program. And a forbidden love affair between the two proved there was still humanity within him. In order to suppress this and prevent any possibility of his old memories or sense of self returning, the Winter Soldier was placed back into stasis between missions, and his mental conditioning was reapplied with each awakening. Regardless, he became more difficult to control as the years rolled on, at one point disappearing for several weeks after eliminating a target in America. Eventually, following Karpov's last order before his death in 1988, the Winter Soldier was decommissioned and placed into stasis for a final time, left to gather dust in a secret Department X warehouse. Then, following the fall of the Soviet Union, this warehouse fell into the hands of Karpov's protege, Alexander Lukin. However, Lukin was a ruthless businessman and began selling the advanced weapons to the likes of the Red Skull. The Skull caught sight of the capsule containing the Winter Soldier, but Lukin was not willing to sell. Unless, of course, the Red Skull was willing to trade a weapon of his own, specifically the reality-altering device known as the Cosmic Cube. Although this cube was damaged and drained of power, the Skull was not willing to part with so valuable an artifact. But then Lukin awakened the Winter Soldier, sending him to assassinate the Skull and retrieve the cube. Soon, the death of the Red Skull and Lukin's efforts to repower the Cosmic Cube caught the attention of S.H.I.E.L.D., leading to a confrontation between Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Suddenly, Steve Rogers was faced with the possibility that his old partner was still alive. Furthermore, moments before his death, the Skull was able to use the cube to transfer his consciousness into the mind of Alexander Lukin. Haunted by the ghost of the Skull, Lukin considered the device he'd stolen cursed. He ordered the Winter Soldier to take the cube to a secure location where no one else could use it. Fortunately, Tony Stark was able to track the cube's energy enough to determine where it was being held. Captain America headed off to retrieve the artifact, leading to another confrontation between Steve and Bucky. During the ensuing battle, Steve was able to get his hands on the Cosmic Cube and used its power to restore Bucky's memories. Overcome with remorse and regret, Bucky grabbed the cube, crushing it in his bionic hand as he used it to teleport away, escaping and destroying the cube in one fell swoop. And the place he escaped to was none other than the now abandoned Camp Lehigh. Steve was, of course, determined to find his old partner once again. The two soon fought side by side once more when they joined forces to take down one of the Red Skull's sleeper robots. Since then, Bucky has had his mental implants and programming removed by Tony Stark. He has even taken up the shield and adopted the mantle of Captain America following Steve Rogers' apparent death at the end of the first superhero Civil War. However, Bucky is perhaps most effective as a covert operative, and after Steve's resurrection, Bucky became the Winter Soldier once more, this time as a force for good, striking from the shadows to protect the world. And that is the origin of Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier.
Well, that's all we have. Bye-bye, everyone.